Try to sweet talk me, Miss Scarlett. I knows you ever since I put the first pair of diapers on you. I said I was going to land with you and going.
For centuries, black women have been defined by stereotypes that erase their humanity and complexity. From the mammy, the loyal servant, to the baby mama, the single mother villainized in today's media. These labels are two sides of the same coin. These stereotypes reduce rich identities into narrow labels, causing harm to the way society perceives black women. The mammy was a product of slavery, created to justify the subjugation of black women. She was portrayed as nurturing, self-sacrificing, and devoid of personal desires, existing solely to serve others. This stereotype perpetuated harmful myths about black women, reducing them to mere caregivers and often ignoring their true aspirations and struggles. However, the legacy of the mammy stereotype lingers, influencing perceptions and limiting opportunities for black women even today. As society evolved, so did the stereotypes. The baby mama emerged as a new way to demonize black women, depicted as irresponsible, bitter, and a burden on society. This narrative erased the systemic barriers black women face and placed blame solely on them for broken homes and poverty. But the truth is much more complex. We need to amplify their voices and narratives that showcase resilience and strength instead of perpetuating harmful stereotypes. These stereotypes don't just harm perceptions, they have real consequences. From postpartum depression to systemic inequities, black mothers are fighting battles that these narratives ignore. For me, this stereotype became painfully real. After giving birth to my son, I returned home to an empty house, not just of furniture, but of support. The man who should have been my partner instead left me to carry the emotional and financial weight alone. To understand these stereotypes, we must also look at the history of systemic barriers. From the medical racism that denies black women adequate care to the lack of mental health support postpartum, these issues perpetuate cycles of struggle for mothers like me. The narrative must change. Black women are not villains or victims. They are survivors, providers, and leaders. To dismantle these harmful archetypes, we must validate their pain and demand systemic accountability. At Baby Mama Uncoded, we shine a light on the untold stories of black mothers. Together, we can challenge these stereotypes, support our women, and build stronger futures for our families. Subscribe to Baby Mama Uncoded. Let's reclaim the narrative, one story at a time.